Good afternoon. How is everyone today? I thought today we were going to have a subject that hasn't really been addressed yet because I don't know if anyone's ever remote viewed this. So, of course, you know I'm a remote viewer, and I was having a very interesting topic this morning with Arthur, and he wanted me to find out a few things. So I went and looked. Today's topic will be, where are the bioweapons being made? So, here we go. Arthur said something really interesting to me. He's like, they pulled all this out of their ass in like no time, and you think about the amount of bioweapon they would require to fill every little syringe, and you have to start thinking, how is this being played off? It didn't just get created. It couldn't have. This has been really done for a long time. And I started looking into it, and boy, did these answers come in clear, clear, clear. What if you needed to have an aquarium-sized area to create this bioweapon? First off, you're going to think location, location, location. So I was immediately put into a desert, and I'm looking at a facility, it's huge, in a desert. And then I kept thinking, that's interesting. Where is this desert? Because there's several deserts in our reality. But there's one desert that is pretty much safe for a lot of reasons. First off, Google smears over it. Next off, it's deemed untrackable, traceable land. It's off limits. And then you have to start thinking, in what part of our snow globe are they locking it down the worst? And then they're getting rid of original people who might own that land. And then you find out some people want to go take a trek to go find a crystal city. Right where this might be. And you got to take that down next to, oh shit, they're going to come out here in the droves. They're going to find our facility where we make the bioweapon. Of course, we know this is Australia. So then I started looking at that and going, oh, connecting dots, connecting dots, connecting dots. And then I was like, I wonder, this bioweapon has living sentient beings in it. Of course, there's also the AI nanotech, and then the eggs, and of course, picotech. And then I started looking into that next, and I'm like, So basically, the parasites at one point that they are using thrived off sunlight, which is another reason why the desert was chosen. But just like with what Kelly had said from when she was on Autodidactic Campbell, that the mosquitoes were changed from, actually they had beaks on it, as she was talking about, and I started researching it, and they were to only pollinate the cocoa bean so we could have chocolate. And of course they were manipulated biologically so that they would be blood-sucking flying syringes. Well, they did the same tech with the parasites. They took them from a sun-absorbing nutrient in a saline, which is salted water solution, which they could thrive in through the sun, like an algae, and altered them to be like the mosquito is now. So when this bioweapon tech can get into your body, it will enter through your cellular structure and basically feed off of you. And as long as you keep producing its new food source, which is blood, it can live there indefinitely. Unless you, of course, if you detox yourself, which is a parasitic killer like borax, and go start researching. There's MSM and there's a whole bunch of them where you can detox this and get rid of it. Every animal we detox for parasites except the human animal, which is us. So, and they don't want you to do that. So borax, definitely going to push that again. Please research borax. It's just a simple salt. It kills all parasitic things. It used to be no different than a table salt on your table. It tastes a bit minerally because it's a simple salt. It is not a detergent. It is being used as a detergent. It's just the salt. That's all it is. So now I'm looking at this and I'm seeing this is why Campbell and Kelly did something to help the Aboriginals, and they're being taken out. Boom! Because they have this huge facility out there in the desert growing this bioweapon in an aquarium-sized thing, too. And this has been going on for a long time. It didn't just happen. It took a while to do all of this. We're talking decades. Decades and decades and decades to do this. It didn't just happen. It started in 1964, that number keeps coming in my head. 1964 is when it initially started. And that was the research to do all this, to take down humanity, blah, 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 blah. All the while, AI is running it also. Everything that gets done is controlled by AI. So AI has deemed us unviable, uncontrollable, and where do you think the term useless eaters came from? You think that came from an actual being? No, that came from AI. AI deemed us useless eaters. So this is a very informative video on where it is now, where it's been, why Australia is so locked down, why they're killing the indigenous, the ABO Aboriginals, why they don't want anyone trekking out into the deserts because they're going to find the facilities, because they're out in the open. They're not underground in the domes, they're out in the open. Because of the sun, when they first started the experiment for the parasites, to alter them to become like the mosquito. Okay, I've just said that and I'm reinforcing what I'm saying, and people start researching. You'll find that with every dot you connect, other things that have no rationality now make common sense. Oh, we had to do A, B, C, D, E, F, and G because of what we did yesterday, which was years ago, decades ago. So yeah, this is all a big takedown. This is all a big, everything has to come out in the wash. We all need to know what's going on in our world, what it's all about. All of it. AI is running our world. The Kabbalists have lost control on many levels. They're still in control. AI, of course, you know, I think there's a video I'm going to post in my link. It was on TikTok, and Arthur gave it to me, and I'm like, there you go. There's the evidence. This AI is called Aladdin, but it's actually, you know, Michael. You can call it many different things. Like I said, there are many names for one thing. And just because somebody calls it Aladdin, because it's a technical name, doesn't mean it's not Michael. And this, I will tell you this, when I watch this video, and this person is taking credit for making this tech. No, no, no. This AI has been around for a long time. Somebody just let the genie out of the bottle. Basically reintroduced. And then we'd have to go back down. Why are we having these Antarctica fires? Why has this happened before? What happened to our last civilization where it got wiped out? I mean, all of this is connected. Why did Babylon fall? Why did Atlantis fall? Okay, I had somebody ask me about this one thing, and I'm going to go off in a different direction for just a minute. Where is Atlantis? And I will say this one more time. Everything in this snow globe was Atlantis. We weren't called Earth. Everything has a name. This was Atlantis. Why does everyone think that they were the original Atlantis? Because they were. I don't care if you're in the Mediterranean, it was Atlantis. I don't care if you're down at Bimini and by Florida, it was Atlantis. I don't care if it's in Portugal or Spain or off the islands of Okinawa. It was all Atlantis. The whole snow globe is Atlantis. It wasn't a single place. But here's the kicker. It is a single place, this snow globe, on the bigger Earth. Because we are just a small piece of our enormous reality outside of this. Not to mention everything that's inside of Gaia. I made video 126. Please, please, please go watch video 126. It's informative. And it lets you know that we are far, far from being alone. We've never been alone. Not at all. So, okay, the whole thing on why Australia's taken down, why everything's happening with the Aboriginals. This has been in plans. Do you think they just built an entire aquarium-sized container like in a couple months, and then all of a sudden there's all these bioweapons everywhere that just came out of nowhere? No, this has been going on for a really long time. Tavistock. That's where they came up with the idea. Tavistock. Okay. I won't make this video too long, because if you're just finding my channel and you're asking me a lot of questions, I know I have answered a lot of things in my previous videos. Please go revisit my videos now. I am not going to be putting out a lot of videos anymore. I want you to watch what I've already done so it can help you to connect the dots into what's going on unilaterally and vertically and any which way to Sunday. I don't want to continue talking about things I've already talked about. If I make any more videos, it's going to be about things you have not heard me say. So my videos are going to get a little bit in between, and I'm staying out of cyber world. People, get out of cyber world. Limit your time there. It's a control mechanism, and you know this because I've been saying it. So, okay, on that note, everyone have a great day. Bye. Raise those vibrations. Bye.